Okay, so quick convo. So if you're someone who doesn't like to receive help from people, you don't want people to, help you in any way, you got it, you don't need nobody's help or whatnot, I want you to hear something real quick, right? Ask God if you are operating with a spirit of pride, okay? Conversation that I had with someone not too long ago. And, many times what we don't realize is that God uses people to answer the prayers of others. He uses us, his people, to be the solution, to be the answer, to, come through in some way, shape, or form, to be the confirmation, whatever it is, right? So many times we'll pray and we're asking God for something, and God is answering that prayer through an individual, but because you don't want to receive help from people, you don't need nobody's help, nobody's support, nobody's resource, nobody's finances, right? You end up rejecting the very answer that you're praying for. And so we have to be careful that we're not allowing pride to operate in us and to cause us to miss out on the very things that God is trying to respond to, okay? Because because sometimes we'll be praying for something, right? Say you're asking about, you need some extra finances to cover a rent or a bill. And you're praying to God about that. And some people have it in their mind that God is going to snap his fingers and their bank account magically is going to have an extra $1,500 or $2,000 pop up in there. Now, not saying that can't happen, because there are some miraculous things that do happen, right? But many times God will use an individual to bless you, or God will send an opportunity your way that will cover that expense, right? But a lot of times God will answer through people, because we are the kingdom. We are his people. We come with the solution. We come with the answers, right? He uses us. He gives us the giftings for what? For the betterment of the people, for the betterment of the church. And so we have to understand that many times when God answers a prayer, depending on whatever that is, oftentimes he will use individuals, he will use people. So if you're someone who rejects the assistance and the help of people in any way that it comes, because I could do this by myself, I don't need nobody else but me, blah 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 type thing, then you're operating out of pride. And you need to ask God, what is the root for this? Like, what is happening here? And if you're praying about something and God comes and maybe an opportunity comes, or a person comes and with that thing, or is able to help or assist in that way, then if you're not comfortable with that, ask God, is this your answer? Did you send this person, right? Is this you, Lord? And God will reveal that to you, right? So before you go and you push people away and you reject the very people that God is trying to put in your life, he's trying to send as an answer, ask God, is this the one you sent? Is this someone that you sent? Is this you? Is this your doing? And he will answer and he will reveal that to you. All right. But if pride is something that you struggle with, that you're dealing with, then ask God to help you overcome that, right? Come out of agreement with that spirit of pride and ask God to help you overcome that, so that you are not rejecting his answers, and so that you don't think you know better, because we don't get to tell God how he answers. We don't get to tell God how he comes through for something that we're asking him about, right? But we need to be discerning enough to be able to receive the answer when the answer does come. So if that's something that you struggle with, maybe it's something that you got to look into, and maybe this is something that we can talk about in a longer video. So I hope that helps.